Hi YouTube. So I'm back. Sorry, excuse me. So this video is just going to be real quickly about labor thus far, because I have been having real contractions, and they are quite painful. They have not been consistent. Last night, which was the 29th, me and my husband sitting down here in the front room, and I told him, I had to work a game at the high school, and I work the game, and how I do that is I do tickets, I sell tickets, and they go into the game, whatever. At the end, we were counting down the drawers and everything, and I just had this ridiculous cramping, and it scared me, and it made me lightheaded, and I had to sit down, and it lasted for about 35 to 40 seconds, and it scared me. And the first thing I thought of, because I got dizzy, I was thinking either my blood pressure, or I was about to get sick, as far as like the flu, because my boss there had the flu, and I was afraid that I was getting it, but I didn't have the inclination to, fart or poop. Sorry for the TMI. I didn't feel like I had to do that. It just felt like a lot of pain down the middle of my belly. And it was a contraction. I know what it was. So we were there, and we have like cops that do security, and one of the cops was there, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He started freaking out. He's like, "I'm gonna go get the sports medicine person because he's gonna come in here." I said, "Take your blood pressure," because I was just gonna go to Walmart and get my blood pressure taken because my blood pressure cuff at home has broken. So the sports medicine guy came in and took my blood pressure, and it was 126/84, which is all right. Nothing serious. So I wasn't worried about the blood pressure because lightheadedness wasn't from that. So I disregarded that. Then I asked my boss, I said, "Hey, were you really, lightheaded when you were getting sick? What was happening?" She said she was, but she passes out when she gets sick, so it doesn't matter. I haven't had any problems since then, so it wasn't that. I haven't thrown up, I haven't had diarrhea, nothing, so it wasn't that either. So I was having real contractions. Last night, I was timing them. They were very erratic. I timed them over 2 hours, from like 8:50 to like 10:50 something. And I had about 11 or 12 during that time. And they were and they were just between 5 minutes apart and 25 minutes apart. They weren't consistent. They weren't happening, regularly until like maybe the last hour. They were about 5 to 7 minutes apart, the last like 6 contractions. And they were approximately 30 to 45 seconds long. So it wasn't, I wasn't too afraid because my pain level, which I told my husband when he was sitting here, it was about a 5 on a 1 to 10. And I've been through labor before, when I was induced, and it wasn't to that, intensity. So I went ahead anyway, and I called my doctor, called the nurse hotline. They called my doctor, of course, and just told her what was going on. And she had told me, she goes, "Well, what do you feel like you need to do? Give me your opinion on what you feel like." And I told her, "I feel like it's false labor because they're not consistent. I'm not dying of pain. Some of them were painful, quite painful, but other ones were not." I told her it's about a 5 on a 10 scale, and it just felt like they weren't true contractions. I mean, they were true contractions, but it wasn't like true labor contractions. Like I said, because of all those things. They were not Braxton Hicks, but it was labor, but just not the labor that really gets you moving. So she told me, okay. She goes, "If your pain gets to about a 7 on a 10 scale, come in. If your water breaks, I want you to come in." She goes, "Right now, get a glass of water, lay on your side in bed, take a nap, get some rest because I feel like you're going to go very soon." I also told her about my mucus plug because last week, which was week 38, I'm sorry, it was 37 weeks and 4 days, 3 days, I started losing my mucus plug. There's no bloody show, but I had thick mucus coming out. That's never happened. And she said, "Yeah, it's your mucus plug." It did that for about 3 days, just stuff just coming out. Not all the time, just like here and there over the next, those next 2 to 3 days. So I did lose my mucus plug, but the bloody show has not come out. Not that I know of. And, of course, I'm dilated to 1, which I told you guys in my last video, and 50% effaced. Baby is very far down, engaged, so probably at a 0 station. I can feel it all the time. He's right there. And with this labor that's here and there, it's not consistent, but with these contractions, she had talked about stage 1 labor and how it could last for weeks. It's not a science. You're dilated from 0 to 3. It's not a science. We can't say that you're going to have your baby tonight. It could be a week from now. It could be a day from now. Don't know. So everybody's on standby. We have all our bags packed except for the diaper bag, which I'm finishing up. So I would do a vlog on what's in my diaper bag, what's in my, hospital bag, all that if I have time before the baby comes. My mom is on call, My husband, he knows I'll call him at work and let him know. Um, it's just, wow, we're just like ready, And I think the thing is, I don't have any control over this. It's not like my pregnancy with Jada's because I got induced at 36 weeks with Jada. So I didn't go through all this. My labors was started by them. I had Braxton Hicks, but not true labor at all. So it's just like a waiting game, and we are so ready. But I've been having contractions all day. It's just on and off, not consistent at all. Some have been very painful, some have not. Um, Again, it's just a waiting game. So that's what's been going on with my labor and contractions. Um, I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes. As of right now, I've had no contractions the past 2.5 hours. So yeah, 2.5 hours. So I'm just kind of just chilling out. I rearranged Jada's room, got her clothes put away, the ones that are 24-month and below, 18-month and below, and some of the 24-month too, 'cause she can't wear those. Some of those she can't wear. So we're just waiting for baby to arrive. So I'll let you guys know what's going on and keep you updated on my appointments. I have an appointment tomorrow for a non-stress test, and I'll talk to my doctor then about what's been going on, and we'll see what's going to happen. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.